Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Chevy Boy back on the channel, and we're back once again. And actually this time, we're going to look at the Need for Speed Heat official gameplay trailer that dropped yesterday, because today is currently 10:16 p.m. on Tuesday, the 20th of August. So this is about, 32 hours too late? You know what? Don't care. At least when I'm recording this. I was actually at my cousin's house and watched the live stream. Or my cousin's. I was at my grandmother's house for the weekend hanging out with my cousin Tim. For those of you guys have been around long enough, you guys remember him. He also goes by Killer Wolf 22. And, well, also Killer Wolf 1720. So 1720. I don't know if he has a channel anymore. I think he does. Check that out. I think just type in Killer Wolf 1720. If I find it, I will look it up, or I will put a link in the description and whatnot. But yeah, no, I mean, he makes some videos once in a while, so. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get right into this. I will shut up and let you watch the trailer.
Welcome to Palm City, a fresh world with new customizations and the return of cops. Make Palm City an urban oasis for those who burn fast and live by their own rules. Daytime offers sanctioned racing events through the Speed Hunter Showdown. Compete and score bank with each new win. Then use the rewards to tweak your car's performance and visual customization. Cops patrol the streets during the day, but they play by the rules, finding you for speeding and limiting your progress using controlled moves to slow you down. Roam the open world, nab challenges and collectibles. Spend as much time here as you like. When you're ready, switch into night. Build your rep by competing in illicit street races. The more you win, the more your heat will rise and the more rep you'll gain. But having all eyes on you comes with a price. Cops are on another level at night, and you'll become a target as your heat level increases. As it gets higher, they'll ratchet up their efforts to stop you, unleashing helicopters and rhinos to take you down. With coordinated efforts that adapt to the situation, push it too far, and they won't hold back. And your car can only take so much damage, so be sure to make it to a hideout or the garage without getting busted. Otherwise, you'll lose everything you've risked.
Better break it down.
Step into your garage where you can tune your setup to your liking. Pick a car and make it your own. We've replaced the speed cards from Payback. You can now unlock parts by building up rep at night and use the bank you've earned during the day to level up your ride. Almost every car can be transformed into a custom whip. The revamped material editor adds a dynamic range of style combinations, while the new exhaust tuning system gives your ride a bark to go with this bike. Then, go beyond the car. Craft and create your own unique avatar to represent your style in Palm City. For the first time ever in Need for Speed, you can now customize your favorite rides through an app. Download Need for Speed Heat Studio today for an early access into car customization. With weekly car drops, a full line of custom parts, and a wrap editor, you can now build your custom ride and connect your account to push it directly into the game. Get the app and show off your Need for Speed style today. All drive will be available at launch. Crew up with your friends, or let us pair you up with others so you never ride alone. Your crew's rides will be displayed in your garage, so you're always up to speed with their latest creations. Leaderboards and challenges are tightly connected to the crew, so push each other to be the best and get a one-up on the wall. Every day is danger. Every race means risk. Another chance to lose everything you've worked for, or to gain something more. Turn the key. Burn all limits.
All right, you guys. So this is actually my second or third time watching this. And I've got a lot to unpack with this. So, first of all, I'm going to turn the volume down so you guys can hear me. So this is pretty cool. For the most part, we're getting kind of gameplay footage, kind of rehashed from the first trailer, the actual reveal trailer. So, okay. Looking at the cars here, we have a 67 Camaro SS 350 that was in Payback. And my biggest fear with Need for Speed Heat was going to be the lack of muscle cars. I was like, I made that very clear, even when I was in, my friend EK Drifter 458, his chat on his Twitch stream a couple of days ago. And I was just like, dude, if there's no muscle cars in this game, no me. You know what I mean? If there is no muscle cars whatsoever, I'm not picking this game up. I do not care. I will watch it, but I'm not picking it up. You know what I mean? I just, like, because people are like, oh yeah, we want, Underground back. And it's like, if there's nothing to do with Detroit Iron, even though it's in America, like it's set in a fictional version of Miami, you can count me out. So this is very promising. And you will notice the blower, which means that more than likely the customization option for a blower, which was previously limited to 2015 to super builds and Payback, has been lifted. So now you could probably put a blower on any muscle car you want as long as it's, old school. So I'm hoping and praying that the Charger, the Cuda, the Trans Am, all those cars come back, including like the GNX and stuff. I mean, it'd be cool to put a blower on that, even though that's a turbocharged car, but we'll get into that stuff later. So I think that was a Corvette. That is a Giulia. That's a Ford Crown Vic. That is the Chevy C10. So my friend Finn Haley Hughes, if any of you guys know him, he's been in my comment section recently. He said that they were bringing back the four-wheel drive version of this, which is the true four-wheel drive, which is the Chevrolet K20 pickup truck, which K being four-wheel drive, 20 being three-quarter ton, as opposed to the half-ton C10 two-wheel drive truck. I don't know. I'm thinking that's just the same. I was actually watching a video probably a couple of hours ago, probably like 5, maybe 4 o'clock, maybe earlier my time, like way earlier my time. I can't remember off the top of my head when I watched it, but a channel called Fastlane Gaming. I'm pretty sure they used to be called Fastlane Daily, so maybe they changed it over to gaming. But the guy whoever runs that channel hypothesized that they were going to keep all of the cars from Payback and then just sprinkle in like the Polestar and a few others. So we're going to see if that's true, because if that is true, then that's going to be like 120 plus cars, if not more, and that's going to be great. You know what I mean? Like around 120 cars. So that looks like a Viper. Hold on, I'll turn this up one notch. That's C6. No, it's a C7 Corvette, I believe. It's a Golf GTI. Okay. That's a C6 Z06. That's an E46. That looks like an AMG Mercedes of some kind. I think that's the GT or something. That's a GTR. Another E46. That's the same C6. So, yeah, let's keep going. So this is kind of cool. So, like, basically, I think what he's saying is, during the day, the cops will kind of, because you're doing legal racing, they won't get after you as much, but, they'll find you for speeding, traffic violations, pit maneuvers, stuff like that, arresting you. And remember when I said that there might be a busted screen, like that one from the trailer that basically that dude for like 2 seconds or whatever, he was thrown on the ground and cuffed. I think that might be the busted screen, like what we got in Most Wanted in Carbon. We'll see.
Roam the open world, nab challenges and collectibles.
So that looks like an I-8 or something. A Jag F-Type, a Viper.
Switch into night.
Okay, so that, I believe... I don't know what that is. I can't tell what that is. That continuously looks like a C6 Corvette to me, but it's a GTR. I don't know why. Because probably it's because it's got the quad, taillights and everything, and from far away it does look like that. So yeah, I guess that's it. But yeah, no, and from what I could tell, switching it over to night, so now we can actually control the day and night cycle, which is something that we have never been able to do in a Need for Speed game. That is breaking new ground. That is pretty sick. Let's continue here.
Competing in illicit street races. The more you win, the more your heat will rise and the more
I believe that was a Z28.
rep you'll gain. But having all eyes.
Okay, now that little heat symbol, that's projected as a multiplier, but does that mean... Does that coincide with, like, your heat level?
On you comes with the price.
Because if you look up in the top here, you have a heat level with, I'm assuming, your score, and then the multiplier. Okay, or the multiplier. So I'm not sure what the 21 is or the 20. The current is your rep level, I'm assuming, that you have. What, Molly? My dad's cat hears me talking, so instantly she has to bug me. What, baby? Dad's not here yet. He's still out on the bike. Sorry, you guys. But I'm guessing that the heat level works the same way it did in Most Wanted and Carbon and Undercover. Which is to say that you'll get, like, Tier 1 cops, which will be normal Crown Vics. Tier 2s will be Undercover Vics. Tier 3 will be Chargers, Tier 4 will be Undercover Chargers, and then Tier 5 is probably going to be C7 Grand Sport Vets. If it goes up that high. Now you'll notice in the bottom right is your gauge, showing like what gear you're in, such like that. But you have your nitrous gauge above your speedo, which is, par for the course for Need for Speed. But you also have a health bar, which means... I'm assuming that you can wreck your car and lose it all, but if you wreck the car, you get busted. And does that then mean that you either have to fix your car, or is it that, like 3 strikes you're out, like Most Wanted in Carbon? Because if that is the case, that would be cool.
Cops are on another level at night, and you'll become a target as your heat level increases.
Yeah, okay, so your heat level does rise.
As it gets higher, they'll ratchet up their efforts to stop you.
C7 Corvette. Okay.
Unleashing helicopters and rhinos to take you down.
Okay, so helicopters and rhinos are confirmed, which means probably they took a page out of Most Wanted in Carbon, especially, and I believe the rhinos come after you in, Tier 4 cops or something? I vaguely remember Tier 3 and maybe Tier 4 cops had rhinos in Most Wanted and in Carbon. And the helicopters come after you in Tier 4 and 5, I believe, in Most Wanted and Carbon.
With coordinated efforts that adapt to the situation, push it too.
Spike strips are back, and this time they actually work. They don't reinflate your tires like they do in Payback. So people were requesting that. I always thought it was kind of a dumb thing that your tires reinflated, but what do I know?
And they won't hold back.
So they get more aggressive then.
Take so much damage, so be sure to make it to a high.
Right, so yeah, no, your car health bar, if your car does die, then I'm assuming you get busted.
Out or the garage without getting busted.
So, hideouts, I'm assuming, are code name for cooldown areas, like in Most Wanted in Carbon.
Otherwise, you'll lose everything you've risked. Step into your garage where you can tune your setup to your liking.
This is Cross's Corvette, or as much of what it looks like is Cross's vet. That's pretty cool.
Car and make it your own. We've replaced the speed car.
Okay, look at this, right? Hold on. Back that up. Okay. Okay. I am going to go in and have the speed here.
Step into your garage where you can tune your setup to your like.
Okay, sorry you guys. I know it's like super slow-mo. I'll just turn the volume down because that's really dumb. And you guys probably don't want to hear it. Like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So you can go from naturally aspirated to turbo to dual turbos, twins, a roots blower, and a centrifugal blower, or a centrifugal supercharger. So they basically took people's advice and said, you know what, we don't want just a generic, hey, it's forced induction from Payback. And they said, okay, people want to be able to choose what type of aspiration they can put on their motor or their engine, you know, and in this case, an Audi R8 V10 Plus, or Performance Coupe, excuse me, according to the thing, the identification up top, 320. So I'm guessing that the PI system is back. And that's kind of what I was talking about with my car game. Yeah, no, it says up 35. So the PI system is back, and this is exactly the kind of thing that I was talking about with my game. Not to segue into that, but this is exactly what I meant. You know, crap. Sorry. I turned the chat heads off, and they still do that. Like, that's really dumb. Like, I turned off my notifications and everything. What do they want me to do? Do they want me to, like, you know, fine, I'll turn my airplane mode on. I don't care. Sorry about that, you guys. Did not mean to show you that, or did not mean for that to pop up. So, yeah, no, what was I saying? No, I think it's really sick, though, that you can, you know, change the aspiration. You can go from a naturally aspirated V10 or a V8 to, you know, supercharged, you know, single turbo, twin turbo, or bi-turbo, whatever setup you want to put on there. And then you can go ahead with, like a roots blower, you know what I mean, like on Dom's Charger, or a centrifugal blower like a Pro Charger, or a Vortex Supercharger, or something of that nature. Or what is the one, or like a Paxton Supercharger, that's what it is. So, hold on. Yeah, that's back to normal, okay.
Into your garage where you can tune your setup to your liking.
So we have this. This is pretty cool. So like I said, you can change the aspiration, and it tells you what they do. Hold on. Listen.
We've replaced the speed cards from Payback.
So when I heard that, I thought it was kind of funny that they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we ditched the speed card setup. I mean, okay, I'm probably the only one that didn't exactly have a problem with the speed cards in Payback. Hear me out. This is why. Is because of the simple fact that, like with 2015, if you maxed out, you know, I don't know, say a C6 Corvette Z06, and you put a blower on it, but your buddy maxed out his C6 and put a turbo on it, you know, a supercharger versus a turbo, which I'm assuming was a centrifugal supercharger, because, I mean, you can get, you know, a root style blower, or like an Eaton style blower on there, like a twin screw, but it's much more difficult. Like, you have to go basically Corvette ZR1. But anyways, you know, unless you did that, essentially your cars were exactly the same, and if you know, raced each other from a dig and you drove exactly like the same way, pretty much, your cars were identical, right? And the way that the speed cards worked, I thought, yeah, okay, it is kind of dumb. It's kind of cheesy, you know, color coding them and putting these fake brands on them and stuff. But, I mean, in all honesty, though, they added some form of customization and tunability, because you could go, okay, you know, well, I'm going to set my car up with, you know, what is it? Like a 6th Outlaw part bonus or whatever, and I can't remember. I think that gives you like acceleration and speed or something, you know, bonus when the cards are all together. You know what I mean? They give you, those different brands gave you all those different styles to play, And that was always cool, you know what I mean? So 1 in 6 of your buddies has a car that basically is the same kind of part setup as you, but, you know, now it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have this giant turbo, you know, I don't know, for example, say a giant freaking turbocharger on a Mustang, right? On an S550, but you, or no, like your buddy has this giant turbo on this Mustang S550 or this twin turbo setup, but you're like, nah, man, screw that turbo crap. I'm gonna go, you know, old school and put a blower on this thing. You can do that, you know, and that's really sick. So, like I said, as much as I like the speed cars and thought they were really unique, I don't know, man. I gotta go with this. So, it's just my perspective on it. I think that this setup works better. That's what I'm trying to say.
You can now unlock parts by building up rep at night. Use the bank you've...
Okay, so unlocking parts by building up rep is kind of what they did in 2015, which is fine. You know, it makes sense. BBS wheels are back. Those are going to be the most overused wheels in the entire game, and I'm not touching them because I don't like BBS wheels. Fight me in the comments if you want. I do not care.
During the day to level up your ride. Almost every car can be transformed into a custom whip. The revamped material editor adds a
Okay, that's kind of cool. So in terms of material editing, yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. Not off the top of my head anyways, but I do think it's pretty cool. Just saying. So I think that's like in terms of paint and stuff. So this kind of oil spill looking paint looks cool.
dynamic range of style combinations, while the new exhaust tuning system gives you...
Okay, so now there is an exhaust tune, which means that literally you can do a slider and it will give you either a quieter exhaust to go more stealth, obviously, or a louder exhaust, you know, if you really don't care and you're, you know, sticking your finger out the window, basically like, come get me. I mean, obviously it isn't quite that brash, but, you know. So you got one for tone, timbre, which I believe is like the base of it, so it's like, you know, like grumbly kind of. You got resonance, and you've got overrun. So overrun's like crackles and stuff.
bark to go with this bite.
So you got that.
Go beyond the car.
Okay, so this part I was kind of blown away at, because I'm like, no way, right, that you're able to customize a character like that. That is really sick. I am really impressed with this, because I have not seen customization like this outside of maybe like not the driver games. What is that game? Test Drive Unlimited, but I've never played it, so I wouldn't know. I watched EK, you know, my buddy Frank play it a little bit, but that was mostly in streams, and most of it was driving stuff that he did. So, but the only other game I can think of is Forza Horizon 4 with like the clothing drops, but this seems like you can pick out what you want, kind of like GTA, so that's kind of cool. I mean, I know for a fact that Frank is going to go like blue, white, and pink and go as flamboyant as all hell, because let's face it, homeboy is flamboyant and I love him for it. He's amazing, never change. You know, I know you guys are like, man, are you really, really into this guy? Like, you know what? Shut up. I love him. He helped inspire my channel. Actually, he's basically the entire inspiration for this channel. Because if it wasn't for him, I never would have wanted to make a YouTube channel. I mean, I thought about it before, but I was like, nah. And then I watched him and I'm like, dude, okay, no, I want to do this and I will make this happen. So, Molly, he's not here yet. He'll be here soon, though. Jeez. It's like 10:30 at night. 10:41 at night. Okay. You know what? I'm going to unplug because I don't need it.
Craft and create your
So this is cool.
avatar to represent...
Yeah, the blue, white, and pink, I can guarantee he's going to go with those. I don't know why Adidas sponsored them, basically, but they did. I guess it's like T-Mobile and AutoZone back in Carbon's day.
Style in Palm City.
See, this style seems very much Frank's alley. You know what I mean? The
First
Evo.
time ever in Need for Speed, you can now customize your favorite rides through an app.
So I have this app, NFS Heat Studio. If you guys want to find it, you can either, I believe, go to the link. Yeah, you can go to the link, and the little circle icon, the info icon thing, or you can go to Reddit. That's what I did. I ended up going to Reddit, and it's weird because I swear, y'all might think I'm crazy, but I had a dream that this was the logo, this weird like Z or whatever. I don't know why, but I did. I had a weird dream that there was a studio thing, and it did not occur to me until now that that dream happened. You guys might think I'm crazy. I had dreams like that before, and they happened, and I'm like, dude, how high was I? You know what I mean? I've never smoked or anything in my life, but I have this app, and I'll show you a car that I've downloaded once this video ends. Or downloaded, that I've customized once the video ends, but yeah.
Download Need for Speed Heat Studio today for an early access into car customization.
This app's pretty cool.
Weekly car drops, a full line of custom parts, and a wrap editor. You
Don't
can
understand
now
the
build your
Zillow Life
custom ride
crap.
and connect your account to push it directly into the game.
But that's pretty cool, though. This app, you connect it with your EA account, basically, and it physically tells you, or it physically allows you to take the car that you just made outside of the game in preparation for the game and drop it immediately in once you buy that car. So that's really cool.
Show off your Need for Speed style today. All drive will be
240
available at launch.
SX.
Crew up with your friends.
I believe it's a 488
Never
Pista.
ride alone. Your cruise rides will be displayed in your garage, so you're always up to speed with.
So it's talking about cruise, which I'm assuming means that now you can do private lobbies with your friends and have a crew online. So kind of like what Horizon 4 does, or Horizon in general, which is really sick. The Fox body, okay, so the Fox body is confirmed, the Camaro is confirmed, the C10 is confirmed. I'm assuming all of the cars for undercover for Payback are confirmed, which is amazing. Like I said,
Leaderboards and challenges are tightly connected to the crew.
that little
So
RSX.
push each other to be the best and get a one-up on the wall.
Z28,
Every day is dangerous.
which is
Every
Lieutenant
race
Mercer's
means
car.
risk. Another chance to lose everything you've worked for, or to gain something more.
That's pretty sick.
Turn the key. Burn all limits.
Alright, you guys. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to pause it and I'm going to jump into the Heat app and show you the car that I've made. Hold on one sec. Alright, you guys. Let me turn down the volume real quick. So we are now in the Need for Speed Heat app. And this is really cool. So you have 5 garage slots, which is kind of stupid. But I guess, you know, it was very limited. So what they're going to be doing is there's empty showroom spots, but there's crates that you can unlock and cars that you can customize. But the crates don't show up until, like, so next week. You know, and then it does weekly. So I'm assuming the weekly is up until the release of the game. Once this stupid thing decides to load, or actually do what I tell it to. Can I go back? Yeah, okay. So, and then, so basically, like, what is it, like 2 weeks or something before Heat comes out. So, the car that I wanted to show you guys is the Corvette Grand Sport. So, the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is because this is the car that I designed. Take to the workshop. You guys might be wondering why I designed it like this, and it's a very simplistic design. You're like, this car doesn't look that great. You know, the stripes don't go all the way down the back. The stripes were not designed to go down the back. Stripes were specifically designed to just touch the hood. You know, I know it's a little bit off-center and everything. The wrap editor doesn't allow you to duplicate over the hood basically as a center line, which is really dumb. The Race Queen, I'm doing that, or I did that because of my my friend. Actually, no, it was the design that I showed you for the GTO. You guys that have been around long enough for the '06 GTO in Pro Street, I did that. Actually, no, that was the Speed Class 67 Camaro that I did that with. That was the factory turquoise in that game, but it was also the pink stripes. So the red stripes here on the fenders, though, are mirrored and everything. But the red stripes on the fenders are actually kind of supposed to be tiger stripes, but also claw stripes. Because, well, if you guys don't know, I'm a furry. Yeah, and I don't know. I might show a picture of my Fursona here, somewhere, like right in this area, around 31 minutes. So if you guys don't see that, I don't know. Basically, she, yes, I said she, there's a reason, is a black tiger with red tiger stripes, red eyes, red shoulder length hair, and yeah, so that is my persona. And that is why I have the tiger stripes, is to represent her. And the race queen, I'm not full of myself, I promise. I genuinely promise. But I was like, you know what? I liked it on Carol Monroe's car, the drag boss car from Pro Street. So I'm putting it on my car. I didn't do much to customize except for the blacked out tail lights, the dual kind of squarish exhaust. The rear bumper I left stock, I believe. The wheels and tires, I believe, I left stock. And the front grille, I put a mesh grille on there. Or the front bumper, I put a mesh grille on. Blacked out the headlights. And I didn't put a splitter on it. So, yeah. But yeah, no, what'd you guys think about the video? In terms of the trailer, you know, did you guys like this video? Do you guys like the car that I made in this game? If so, well, game. It is kind of a game. I wish we could drive it. Like LP Ripper 24, he says that he would like to drive the cars, but kind of sadly we can't. But it would be cool, you know, just take them down a test track or something. But yeah, no, if you guys did enjoy this, let me know. Actually, follow me, or, well, not follow me. I don't know. If you guys look up EK Drifter 458's Discord, I'll be there. I believe it's public. But anyways, yeah. But if you guys can find that, you know, or just send me links or whatever to your cars in this game. But yeah, no, if you guys did enjoy this, let me know. I enjoyed not only the trailer itself, the gameplay trailer, but also making this video. I really do enjoy making these videos. You know, even if it's just for you guys to watch. You know, whether or not you leave a comment or whatever. But yeah, no, like I said, if you guys did enjoy this, let me know, and I'll catch you down the road. This is Chevy Boy signing out. Peace, y'all.